Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on Little's Law YouTube channel. So today in this video, we are going to see about one of the most interesting video and one of the most interesting concept in Git, the source control management, which is the cherry pick. So we will see about what is Git cherry pick, and also we will see how to do the Git cherry pick and what is the advantage of doing the Git cherry pick. So before that, let's see what is a Git cherry pick in theory, and then I will show you how to do that in practical. So Git cherry pick is a Git command that allows us to apply a specific commit from one branch to another. It can be from the main branch to the feature branch, or from the feature branch to the main branch. So it can be from any branch to any branch, and it essentially takes a commit from one branch and applies it to another branch. So this can be useful in various scenarios where you want to selectively include changes from one branch into another without merging the entire branch. So for example, if you would have made multiple changes and one of the changes did not go well, so you would want to revert it back, and in those scenarios you want to just fetch a one particular change, or you want to just remove one particular change. So in those scenarios you can use the Git cherry pick. So what are some of the common use cases? So the first thing is applying specific commits. So if you have made commits on a feature branch and you want to bring a specific commit over to the main branch without merging the entire feature branch, you can do it through cherry pick. And then to fix your mistakes, as I told you already, so if you realize that a bug fix or a specific change made on one branch needs to be applied to another branch, so you can use this to fix the mistakes. And then selectively merging changes. So when you want to bring in specific changes from one branch into another while maintaining a clean and organized commit history. So in all these common scenarios, we can use the Git cherry pick. So before we move on to the practical example of how to do a Git cherry pick, this is me, Vasan Shanmugam. I welcome you all to Little's Law YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed yet. Like and share the video with your friends. So before we do the Git cherry pick, let's create a repo. So I'm creating a repo which is going to be Git cherry pick example. Then it's going to be a public repo, and I'm not adding any readme file because I do not want to add any other files apart from the required files. So I'm just creating the repository. So now we have created the repo. Let me click on this example here. And let me pick up the HTTPS file, and I'll go to the Visual Studio. So this is my favorite IDE which I use for all my source control management. Let me close this folder here, and let me click on the clone Git repo, and I'm pasting the URL, clone from URL, and then let me choose, let me create a folder from where I can do the practical example. So Git cherry pick example, and I'm selecting this as my repo location, and I'm opening it. So I don't find any files in here, so I'm creating my first file, which is going to be my first file minus main.py. So this will be my first file in my main branch, or I can even add branch.py, and let me click enter, and yes, create file. So I'm just going to add my first line, which is this is the first file in main branch. And then let's do a commit. So before we do the commit, we'll have to click on this plus sign, or else there is another way we can do, which is new terminal. So we can either do it through here, but since here our priority is to see how to do the cherry pick, so let's go to the part real quick. So I'm clicking on this plus symbol, so this will stage my changes, and then once I stage my changes, I'll do first commit in main is going to be my commit message, and then click on this button here and then do a commit and push. So this will push my change. So and here at the bottom you can see the main branch. Now if we go back to the repo, here you can see our first file, my first file, main branch.py. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a branch. So for that we all know the command, which is git checkout -b, and then the branch name is going to be, let's keep it simple, it's going to be Cherry Pick branch. So now we have got a branch, and we have to push this again because this is now a local repo. So we have now pushed this branch to the remote repo, and we can either do it through publish branch, or we can do this through the command. So the command is quite easy. So git push origin. So git push, just recap the command. So the command for that is git push origin Cherry Pick branch. So this will push my branch to the main repo. So here you can see, let me click on the code again, and here you can see the Cherry Pick branch. So now we have got two branches. So the first branch is the main, and then the Cherry Pick branch. So the next part which I'm going to do now is I'm going to do another commit, and for that let me go back to my git checkout main, and then once I go to the main, I'm opening the file. So here let me add another line. So this is the second line in main branch. And then let's do a let me stage the change, and then second commit in main branch. Then let's do a commit and push. So this will push my second commit in the main branch. And now let me do another change. Okay, so this is going to be my third commit. So this is the third line in main branch. So third line, which means that is the third commit. So let's go here, stage the change, and then third commit in main branch. Okay, and let's do a commit and push. So now we have got 3 commits with 3 lines. So let's go to the main branch, and here if I click on the code again, here you can see the 3 commits. So the first commit in main branch, so if I click on it, you can see, so this is the first file in the main branch. And if I go back, click on the third commit, here you can see the second commit. You can see this is the second line in main branch. And then if I go back to the commit, and then if I click on the third commit, here you can see this is the third line in the main branch. So this is how the source control management take care of our changes, and it keeps on recording every part. So now let's move on to the Cherry Pick branch, which is the feature branch. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check out to my Cherry Pick branch. So git checkout Cherry Pick branch. So now we are in the Cherry Pick branch, and here if we see, there is like only one line because this is the first commit, the commit that's taken from the main branch during the first line. So now I'm going to add another line which says this is going to be in the main branch after the Cherry Pick. Okay, and this is going to be our second commit from feature branch. And let me do a commit and push. So the Cherry Pick branch, no, we already have that, right? Let's go back. It's already there. Let's check out Cherry Pick branch. Okay, fine. Let's do it. So let's publish the branch. Okay, I think we have the Cherry Pick branch. Yes. Let's see whether we can see our second commit here. Yes, so the second commit from the feature branch, which says this is going to be in the main branch after the cherry pick. And now I'm going to add another line, which is, this is the third line, which is going to be in the feature branch. Okay, so now I'm going to stage this change. So third commit in the feature branch. And now let me click on this button and commit and push. So now we have got 3 commits in the main and 3 commits in the branch, the feature branch. So now if I go back to the code and I am in the cherry pick branch, and here I have got 3 commits, right? So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just change, or I'm going to just pick up the second commit. So here if you see, I just want to move this line to the main branch. So how can I do that? Okay, let's see how to do that. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a git log minus minus one line. So this will give me the commit, the list of commits, whatever I did in the branch, in the cherry pick branch. So this is the commit which we have to, or which I have to cherry pick. So let me copy that, and then now I'm going to git checkout main. So now I am in the main branch, and after this I'm going to do a git cherry pick. So now I'm going to do a git cherry pick, and then the commit hash which I have copied here. So this is the commit hash. I'm pasting it. I'm going to click on enter. So here now there are actually 2 options. So I can either resolve the conflict, that is, I can remove the lines which I do not want in that change, or I can keep the change and I can abort the cherry pick and I can come out. So in this example we will see how to bring the change into the main branch. So for that, what I'm going to do now is, here you can see the arrow mark button here. So these are the changes which were there in the main branch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all these lines, delete them, and then the same way I'm going to select this line, delete. I do not want any other changes. I can remove all of them. So now you can see I have got the first line in the main branch, and then this is going to be in the main branch after the cherry pick. So now I have made the changes. Let's stage it, and once we stage it, we can push this change. You can either do it through the terminal command. So after we stage the changes, we'll have to give git cherry pick continue, and then let me do escape wq. So this will commit the changes, and now the changes are ready to merge. So for that, we can either do a sync change, or we can do a, so for that I have to check out of this branch. So I'm going to check out to the feature branch, which is git cherry pick branch, and now I'm going to git push origin main. So this has pushed the changes. So now we are in the cherry branch and we have pushed the changes to the main. So now let's go to the main branch and see. So here we are in the cherry pick branch. Let's go to the main branch and let me click open the file, and here you can see this is the first line in the main branch, and this is going to be in the main branch after the cherry picks. So this is how the cherry pick works. It's so simple. The only thing is you have to be very confident in removing the conflicts or in fixing the conflicts, and if you are able to do, or if you are able to fix the conflicts, then you can easily do this cherry pick. And this is one of the most common question that has been asked in the interview. So please prepare for this and just demonstrate this with an example in case if this question is asked to you. And all the very best for the interview, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Please like and share the video with your friends. Until I meet you in another interesting video like this, it's bye bye from Vasan Shanmugam and Little's Law.